Greetings, this is Pink Frock Yellow Boots from Behavior, working towards achieving holistic health for everybody. When we speak of attachment with others, a lot of us have a lot of question whether we should get attached to somebody, how much do we need to get attached to people, and a lot of other questions that would help or just guide people through the attachment they should have or should not have. When we speak of attachment, we are simply speaking about an emotional bond with another human. This starts as when an infant is getting attached to the caregiver, be it mother, father, a sibling, or a caregiver, as in a nanny, or somebody outside who took care of the infant and provided for their primary needs. Also, research say a lot about how the infant and caregiver relationship, the attachment they had, the emotional bond that they created between them impacts the human's life throughout the lifespan, which also states that how important it is to have attachment, to have emotional bonds. Because when an infant is in a secure attachment, which means that they are provided for, protected, they feel safe and secure in that bond, they have a healthier social development, emotional development, as well as cognitive development, which form the basic of what an individual will turn out as they grow and become an adult and have relationships and bonds with different people in the different social and personal areas. So, when we speak of attachment, there are a lot of quotes and a lot of people coming up with do not get attached to people. Well, that is a false statement. That is a statement that is not healthy. Be attached, form emotional bonds. That is the basis of being happy and healthy. A secure attachment, a safe emotional bond is what gives you peace and contentment. Knowing that there is somebody you can turn towards when everything is falling apart, when you are not able to make sense of things, when things are getting heavier, will give you a lot more peace than dealing with it all by yourself. Also, emotional bonds help you to be in touch with your own emotions and not numb them or just shun them away when they come to you. As explained, when a child and the caregiver form emotional bonds or attachment, it impacts the life of the individual based on how the bond was. It is also important to understand that different experience we have through our emotional attachment, emotional bonding with people will leave us with different experience. There could be happy bonds, there could be bonds that break off, that leave you with sadness, a sense of betrayal, a sense of being wronged, questioning your own needs for being with people, seeing your self image is impacted, your self confidence is impacted, and in turn your overall health does suffer when you don't have strong emotional bonds with people. However, one does not have to make emotional bonds or attachments with everyone who comes in contact. There has to be a circle of people close to you whom you can depend on, lean on when things are getting tough, and for whom you would be able to be there. Because we all have our certain amount of energy that we can put in the bonds that we form. Prioritizing relationship, being specific of who and where you are with other people is important. Knowing what bonds are professional, what bonds are personal, who are friends, who are close to you, who are the people you can reach out to when you are really in a difficult situation, depending on what the situation is. And having a close circle is important for a healthy and happy living. Because when you have strong, dependable emotional bonds, attachments. You will have a sense of peace, a sense of being supported and secure, which is important not just for emotional health but also impacts your immune system. When you have strong bonds, certain bonds, you have a strong immune system. You are happier and more productive, which also states the bond which people have with their pet. Pets are seen as somebody who provide and care for people, specifically dogs. So having a pet around actually benefits your overall health because that is a bond you are not questioning. You feel safe and secure. You know that that pet belongs with you, is there for you. It provides with a sense of emotional and social safety to you. As we all know, humans are social creatures. They need to be with people to have a normal, healthy living. Most of our bonds are formed through our judgment and experience, which, as I mentioned, when they don't go right, we start questioning our judgment of people. We start questioning how can people be trusted, which gives rise to trust issues in people. But a more important question is what you bring in a relationship, which also brings to the point that using people for your own emotional and mental disposal is equally harmful to others in you as it is when somebody does that to you. Being aware, making efforts to form strong bonds, healthier bonds, is something that is basic to your happy and healthy living. Switching from people to people will lead you nowhere. Find people you can depend on and give them that safety that they can depend on you. We all have limited set of energy that we cannot be there for everybody every time, but we can surely be there for people we prioritize, people we keep close to ourselves. Hope this helps. Have strong emotional bonds, have healthy attachments, have a safe week ahead, form healthy relationships.